And in Bleckley County, administrators are keeping students out of quarantine and in the classroom. 41 NBC's Chip Matthews found out how they were able to do it.
In August, the CDC asked schools to enforce a mandatory quarantine for students and staff who tested positive, showed symptoms, or had been in contact with anyone with COVID-19. Bleckley County High School Principal Matt Gibbs says once that guideline stopped, quarantines piled up quickly at his school.
Had 50 quarantines in one day. And by the next Friday, we had over 205 quarantines.
He says it was hard breaking the news to his students.
Kids want to be here. They buy in. And it was tough. It was tough telling these kids that you can't run across country, you can't participate in sports, you can't come to school.
So Principal Gibbs asked the superintendent if he could make a change. He proposed a split schedule where students would alternate days for in-person learning. Half the students in class, the other half online. Senior Nick Smith says it's been a challenge.
It's a little harder because you got to push everything in on the days we're here, and then you got to go home and worry about online the next day when we don't come. And then the next day you come back, then you push everything else in that you missed maybe the day before online.
And while it might be harder for students like Smith, he says he's not on edge.
Before there was like a fear of, am I going to have to quarantine and not get anything done? But now you know you're probably not going to have to quarantine because you're probably not going to get it because there's less students, less chance.
Smith says an alternate schedule is better than what students experienced last year.
But this time we get to experience sports, go to events, pep rallies, but more guidelines, but you get to have a year.
Principal Gibbs says he's proud to have a plan that's working.
Skills have changed. Everything's been looking great. Based on contact tracing, we have not had any quarantines within the school.
In COCHRAN, Chip Matthews, 41 NBC News.
And on the days students are at home, Principal Gibbs says they can get extra help. The school set up a tutoring lab in the media center. Students can schedule a time to go in, and the media center is enforcing social distancing.